All right, so I'm still showing this self-driving car's about to get off the highway. So it's changing over still. I'm not touching anything. Every once in a while I move this little knob to let the car know that I'm here. A little safety check so that they can show to the National Traffic and Highway Safety Administration that they're not creating a situation where people are gonna just rely on the car and not be available to take over when they need to. All right, so the light's red. We just got off the highway. Car just pulled in front of us, so we're probably just gonna stop behind that. But had that car not pull in front of us, the car is actually reading the traffic lights. You can see them on there. I guess you can bring it closer. You can see it red, so the car knows to stop. Normally, if you're not using full self-driving, it will stop if there's a car in front of you anyway. But when you use a full self-driving technology, it is taking a look at the light, the line, and stopping by the line. Look at all those cars that this car is monitoring right now, as if if you were attentive and you wanted to know what was going on, you'd be monitoring a lot of what's going on around you unconsciously, but you can actually see how the car is taking in all the data. Okay, so now we're getting off here. We're by Facebook. Oh, Tesla pulling on the left. The car was about to move over, but it saw the Tesla, so it's not pulling over. The Tesla's kind of just saying, hey, go ahead, but the car decided not to. All right, so yeah, there's those little things that as a human I would detect that the guy initially was gonna take the space to the right of me, but then I saw him start to slow down, so he was giving me right away, but yet the car just made the decision to just let him continue on and not make that turn anyway. All right, so it's gonna make a turn, a 3-lane turn. It's gonna take the middle lane. It was on the 3rd lane, so I don't know, I guess it made a decision to, could have done any of the 3 lanes, but I guess it preferred the middle lane. Oh yeah, look at all those cars. He's even monitoring cars on the other side of the road. Buses and everything. So we've got some good stuff going on here. See, it's actually navigating me to a charger in Fremont, and it's preconditioning the battery for fast charging. I'm not gonna go by the charging. I still got like 66% charge. Let me go ahead and change the destination. Let me think. Actually, I need to go pick up a iPhone that I left at the service center the other day. So let's see if we can pull up the Tesla service center. So I push this button. I talk to the car. Navigate to Tesla Service Center, Fremont, Cato Road. Let's see, what is that? Okay, that's a Tesla. Oh, it's telling me not to pay attention. It sees my eyeballs on the touch screen. Okay, there we go. And I don't know if it changed the navigation. Let's take that off. No, it hasn't changed it. Let's try this. Navigate to In-N-Out Burgers. There we go. It's got to know In-N-Out. So it's got several In-N-Out burgers. In-N-Out's closed right now, but I should have told it Fremont. Oh, let's do that again. Navigate to In-N-Out Burgers, Fremont. Okay, there's an In-N-Out Burgers, Fremont. Oh, it wants me to add that to my route. Okay, but I want to change my route. Let's end that trip. Let's do it again. Navigate to In-N-Out Burgers, Fremont. There we go. It did it automatically. I don't like being next to these trucks. They have a lot of little rocks and pebbles. I'm sure they haven't programmed that in the Tesla. Like, hey, if you're near a big truck, move, because it's going to have rocks and pebbles flying at your car. But yeah, but you know, that's the least of what they're concentrating on. They're just concentrating on a smooth and safe ride. I'm sure once they got that down, then they'll add in little things like, you know, hey, don't drive next to trucks that may have rocks and stuff, damage the paint on your car, and you'll just have to navigate around that and then let the car take over when you're beyond that truck. Anyway, this is cool. We're waiting on a light. I'm not much of a YouTuber, so hopefully I can edit right through some of this crazy stuff later on. But yeah, look at all those cars. We're in traffic. All the cars in front of you, slowly going through the intersection. Foot still not on the gas, not on the steering wheel. Let's see, let's look in the rear view mirror. All you can see is me holding the camera. You know, one thing I thought they should put on these cars, whenever the car is self-driving, they should have a light out on the outside of the car to let people know that a car is self-driving. That would be cool. Because then, you know, if you're pulling, let's say you want to just relax in traffic and you're pulling behind another self-driving car, or if you're just driving and you want to know if the car is acting kind of a little different, it's a self-driving, not a person driving a car. All right, so yeah, the car just took off real smoothly when the light turned green. Let's increase the maximum speed to 75 miles per hour, because we're about to go on the bridge and there's no traffic on the bridge. I want to go over to the left lane. Let's go over here. I had to take over just because the car is usually conservative when doing things like that, and I didn't want to annoy the guy behind me by just leaving my blinkers on. So yeah, every once in a while you just got to take things into your own hands when you know the car's being, I mean, you want the car to be conservative with this technology in the beginning, but yeah, you don't want to be too conservative. I guess what I can do is while I'm recording, I can show the autopilot options that are available. Doesn't allow you to change too much while you're driving, but if you can see, you have full self-driving supervised profile. Oh, we're on average. Let's tell the car to be assertive. Yeah, so in assertive mode, the car probably would have made that left turn had the guy just hesitated a little bit, and if it thought it was safe, it would have just made it. If it's on average driving, oh man, let's see. Okay, stop looking at the screen. All right, look, you saw the windshield wipers go on. The car camera detected some debris or dust on the window, and it decided to clean it. All right, went back to 55. Let me go ahead and move it up to 75. I think there's another setting in navigation where you can tell, you know, I think people have normal navigation. You can tell the car not to reset for speed limit, or you can set 10 miles an hour over the speed limit. I think that's what it did. When it goes to a road that has a different speed limit, it resets the maximum speed. But anyway, now we got it set back to 75. It's a bridge, not much traffic. I usually go across the bridges a little faster, even though it says 55. It's safe to, you know, when there's no cars coming in and out. you're driving with the flow of traffic. Anyway, I have it set for 75, and the guy is way ahead of me. He's probably going a little bit faster than 75 because he's pulling away. There's not much. I can't show you what's in the rearview mirror, but anyway, there's not much traffic behind me either. Still, I'm not doing anything. As every once in a while, I move that little lever wherever the car wants me to indicate that I'm still here, not sleeping. And I'm gonna increase this to 80. And when it detects that I'm not looking at the road, then it'll also flag me to do something. Otherwise, if I wait too long, it's just gonna deactivate self-driving. Look at that, this is morning time. Even at 80 miles an hour, a lot of people are going to pass you up because, you know, they got to get to work and they don't have time for you to be just go. Yeah, see that? Another car passed me up. It's like, you know, 80 miles an hour, that's just too slow for me in the morning. But yeah, on the bridge, it's a pretty comfortable speed, 75 to 80 miles an hour, and you're just traveling with the flow of most traffic in the left lanes. But yet, there's still people that pass you doing 90. Like this Nissan about to come up on the left of us. This girl's like, I want to get to work. I'm running late. Let's see what other options we got. Minimal lane changes for current drive. I'm not going to do minimal lane changes because I want to have good footage here, so I wanted to change that. There we go, we're changing lanes. Oh, it said change it to a faster lane. So yeah, it doesn't like the speed of that guy. It knows I want to go average of about 85 miles an hour, and that guy is impeding my speed, so it decided to change lanes. So I like this assertive mode. A little more my style of driving. People who don't like to change lanes as much and just like to go with the flow, then they wouldn't have it on assertive mode. So yeah, that's cool that it has different driving styles for people's preferences. Man, that's one of the main things I don't like doing about YouTube. I'm gonna try to get better at it. But I know sometimes when I get into this stuff, it just takes too much time. But with anything, the more you do it, the better you get. It'll require less time. Okay, I don't know why it's changing over here. Let me look at my map. Oh, it wants to get off. Okay, we can do that. It's more activity on the surface streets anyway. And I did tell her I was going in and out, so. All right, here we go. See, it's stopping more so because there's a car in front of me. But even after that car, it should understand that it's a red light. It's going to stop behind the line. And then it's going to just creep forward so you can see ongoing traffic. There's a car going, and once it sees it's clear, it's going to take off. Oh, yes. All right, pay attention. Okay, I wasn't watching the road, so it was about to shut off on me. When it does shut off on you, it only gives you like, it will disable full self-driving for the rest of the ride. So you actually have to pull over to show that you turn the car off or walk or lock the door or whatever. I mean, get out of the seat. There's a seat sensor in the seat, and then it will reset the ride. You can use it again, but it only allows you to do that 5 times. After the 5th time, full self-driving is going to disable for a whole week. That's the problem with all the vehicles I have in my fleet, because they're rentals and people are new to Teslas. We'll see what happens this month, but how many cars will be disabled during this 1 month period. It sucks though, because then there's less people that get a chance to use it, because somebody's abusing it. It's not their car, and it's only free for a month. So we'll see. I may lose a week here and there on a couple different cars. Not as bad for me, because if one car don't have it, then hopefully I can just switch into another one that's available near me. But I don't purposely grab any car for that type of purpose. For revenue's sake, I just grab what makes sense, so that the vehicles can be rented out as much as possible. That's what I'm in the business for. All right, so we're pulling up to a light. The light's yellow. It's gonna go ahead and slow down and stop. Let this truck go across. It thinks that one truck is following another, but it's a truck with a trailer. But hey, good enough. Sees that there's a bus on the side of me to the right. Sometimes it classifies buses as trucks, but I guess it's getting better to determine the difference between the truck and the bus and the different types of vehicles. All right, so we're traveling here on Thornton. You guys can see my route. Man, I'm just thinking here. I mean, I already really love Teslas for how well they accelerate. Just electric vehicles in general. I haven't driven too many other than a Tesla, but just love how they accelerate. Some of the things that you don't have to deal with regular gas vehicles. So I like that already, but I haven't used the full self-driving extensively. I mean, I've used it when people wanted me to add it to certain vehicles, just so that they can use the service. On the monthly service, I would pay the $200 on their dime, and the car would still have it for the rest of the month. But I'm just thinking, I'm getting really used to this. I think I'm going to get to the point where I don't know if I'm going to want to drive any other car if the car is not smart enough to drive itself. I mean, I can see how you can get addictive to this. I mean, I hope Tesla, this really works out for Tesla, this 1 month of free self-driving. I think they ought to do it more, because I mean, it can be a win-win. Tesla's gathering so much self-learning data so that the cars can improve in all the different features that it might be confused with. And there's going to be more users like me who are going to I'm not going to pay $200 a month for all the cars. But somebody who may have one car might think they want to do it. Okay, here we go. We're turning on the yield sign. But yeah, this is the true definition of smart car. The car can't drive itself without human intervention. It's not a smart car, and I'm not going to want to drive dumb cars anymore. I'm not trying to insult combustion engines, but that's the best way to describe it. Maybe they'll put this technology on gas cars. There's no reason why they shouldn't, or they couldn't. I mean, there are some different things that they need to do, but there might be a few makers, but I don't think it's going to be widespread, because a lot of the computer technology is already geared towards electric cars and the computer controls that they set up in the cars. So I don't think there's going to be too many gas cars that they're going to want to invest that much money in having it do the same thing. But anyway, yeah, I can see how this would be addictive. I haven't had to touch the steering wheel, just every once in a while, just do the required alert, I'm here. And change the speed. It's going 45 miles per hour, the speed limit, and I think let's say I think we can do at least 55, maybe even 60. I mean, it's not going to do that automatically, but if there's no traffic and things are clear, I'm giving it the green light to do 10 miles per hour over the speed limit. Hey, since it's my ticket anyway, so. All right. If I'm going to be doing more videos like this, I'm going to have to get a filming apparatus. Maybe stick one of those suction cups here on the roof, and then put the phone in the holder, and hold it like in the back of my head. I think that'd be cool. All right, so we're pulling up. Oh, look, that truck's turning. We're going straight, but it's gonna wait because there's not enough room for the car to get around it. Now for me, I would just go around the truck. Oh, look, the car's going around the truck. It saw that there was enough room. It just it had to assess it, and then it actually did it. Oh, that was cool. I was not expecting that. You know, it's things like that until you get used to the car, it freak you out. It's like, okay, the car already made its decision to wait until that truck move out of the way because it wanted a little more room, but I don't know. I guess it saw other cars going around it, and it decided to go around it. Or it was waiting for, I don't know, whatever. That was kind of cool. Man, I don't know too much about AI and the way it works. I mean, I'm looking at YouTube, I'm learning different things, but as these cars learn from all the data that's pumping in, I don't know how fast and active these things are improving. I mean, is it real time? Is it based off stuff that's uploaded overnight and the next day? All things I want to learn. I mean, it's kind of good to know. I'm gonna get more and more into that stuff so I can really understand as our world's changing and artificial intelligence is becoming a big part of it. But yeah, I mean, these cars are like on the forefront of artificial intelligence, robotics that's in the average consumer's hands. It's going to be the AI robots pretty soon, but right now, I mean, this is the forefront of technology until those AI robots get out into the general hands. I mean, I think for a while it's going to be the cars, because I mean, how many people are going to buy the AI robots? Okay, let's see. It's going to get in the right lane. I don't know why it took a while to learn to move into the right lane at that late time, but anyway. This is just funny looking at the screen, just seeing all the cars. When you just use regular self-driving, it would have like maybe 1 or 2 lanes showing and just 2 cars in front of you, maybe 1 or 2 on the side, but this is just showing everything. Man. All the way up in the intersection, cars that are going the other way. Alright, let me do my part, move the little knob. But at least it's keeping me active. I get to move this knob every now and then. We're going to In-N-Out Burgers. We're not really going to In-N-Out Burger. It's on the way to where I'm going. I just don't know the address. And it's bringing up many Tesla service centers. Alright, let me actually try again. Oops. It hit in trip. Tesla Service Center, Fremont. Because it keeps navigating me to the factory. Okay, look at this slow guy. It's probably going to go around it. I think it got the right Tesla service center, by the way. Okay, it's not gonna go around it yet. It's because there's a lot of other cars. This guy, it's gonna let this guy move out of the way, then take off right on his bumper. Wow. But I didn't have to take over because I'm getting used to this car, and I don't think it was gonna do anything weird. It didn't do anything weird. All right, know that I'm not looking at the road, so there we go. I'm thinking that, let's see, it wants to go there in a highway, then yeah, I would go straight. Is there a way to reroute this? Anyway, I'm gonna just take over just to put the car in a position to go beyond Auto Mall Parkway and just go straight. Some cars, sometimes the map program knows the best way to go, and I make these decisions and find out that there's a certain road closed. But anyway, I'm gonna go for it.